sir. Yes, sir. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's the man that cop
Yes, sir.
Paco. I'm posted up in the cut,
The show has reached a new low.
in the cut like a band. And it.
Paco, hey, shout out to Paco.
Oh yeah, what's up, everybody? It's man that cop Paco. Posted up in the cut like a bandage.
And this is Mr. Popcorn, keeping it buttery.
Yeah.
What up, everyone? It's C. Rachel, and I'm here to party. And by party, I mean...
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is, man. Paco's Power Hour, episode 70. You know, it's a good episode number, I think. And why don't we kick things off properly? Gene, why don't you let us know what the weather's like where you're at? Because that's a Paco's Power Hour original. You know what I'm saying? You know, we do this every time. You know, it's a fan favorite. People beg for us to do the weather report.
It's so much a favorite. It's so much a favorite. Other podcasts use it as well. That's how influential we are here, Paco. Right. Yes, hello, Paco. Hello, Rachel. Good to see you both. Happy New Year. And down here, down under in Australia, it's fucking horrible. The weather's horrible. It was like, okay, it's 38 degrees Celsius. I'm going to flip that. It's 92 degrees Celsius with a humidity of 77%. We almost had 100% humidity the other day, near 100 degrees. And this goes on to like 2 o'clock in the morning. When I wake up, 10 a.m. in the morning to 2 o'clock in the morning, it stays at this temperature and this level of humidity. It's like, imagine a moist, wet cake is outside and you've just got to walk through it to get anywhere. This is my second shirt of the day. I'm just constantly dripping sweat. I know you guys live in Arizona as well, so you can relate. Paco, really? It's horrible down here. I can't wait to winter. Yeah, back to you.
What's the temperature out there?
He said it's 92 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
Oh, fuck no.
77% humidity as well.
Yeah,
so that's the thing. I mean, the heat's fine. It's the humidity, Paco.
Right, that's what I was going to say. You know, out here in Arizona, it's like a dry heat, so we don't really deal with the humidity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's still... Hold on, Rachel. Shut the fuck. It's still, you know, very hot. Like, I understand getting no relief because I work overnight. And even overnight, it's like very hot still. You know, you don't catch any relief. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Rachel. Let us know what it's like where you're at.
Oh, I was going to say where Gene's at, it sounds like it's like Florida weather.
Yeah, precisely. We are very Florida. Yeah.
Gene, shut up. Go ahead, Rachel.
It's a beautiful evening this evening. It's a full moon tonight in Glendale, Arizona. It's approximately 53 degrees. No chance of rain. In fact, it's pretty cold for us. It's going to get down to 43 degrees tonight, but still beautiful night.
Yes. Over here in lovely Peoria, Arizona, it is 52 degrees. And, you know, it's a beautiful evening. You know, I think jackets are optional right now because it's not too cold, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful evening.
It sounds pretty good for winter. If you like warm weather, it's a good place to be in winter, yeah?
Right, and a lot of people know that, and that's why they come from other states, and, you know, they stay here during the winter, and they drive like jerks.
And it's called snowbird.
Right. Explain to Gene what a snowbird is.
Snowbirds are like the old people or whoever, Canadians, a lot of Canadians and like people from like wherever the fuck it snows and stuff like that, Midwest and whatever. They come here, they buy like condos and houses and they stay here from like October all the way until maybe like May 1st or Cinco de Mayo or whatever when it gets really warm, and then they go back to where they live. So they do 6 months here, 6 months wherever.
I bet they treat the locals, especially like service people, that sort of thing, like complete crap. Just at a guess.
For the most part,
it's dumb.
Okay. Yeah, for the most part, you know, they keep to themselves. They don't really cause scenes, but you can kind of identify who's not from here. Actually, not even more at this point. You know, a lot of people moved here permanently from like California and Texas.
Is this post-pandemic relocating?
It's been happening every year, slowly. Every year since I can remember, it's just been increasing more and more. You know, so it's been.
You tell them by the way they drive.
Right. Yeah, and then they always go, Arizona has the worst drivers, but then it's like, well, it's all you guys coming from other states, and you know what I'm saying. And what are you in a rush for? Who cares? Just kick back. You know, when I drive, I like to relax. I don't get road rage.
You're fire.
Oh, I might say something, but I'm not gonna go and like, you know, try to cut somebody off and brake check them or something. That's stupid. I'll say something, but I won't do nothing, you know, because it's just not
bump your biggie, carry your Glock. All good. I'm joking.
That's not a joke. A lot of people are packing out here because you know it's open.
Oh, of course. I know.
The other day, we visited Will's mom, and her little best friend roommate had a whole fucking shotgun. She's like, hey, these babies are old, by the way. She's like, hey, Will, I have a shotgun, but I don't know how to put the bullet in it. And she pulls it out. It's like this big ass fucking shotgun. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, I surmise that the appearance of the shotgun is enough for most people, you know, unless they're packing two, right?
That's why they
and then he took the bullets right out. Like, okay.
Yeah, go ahead, G.
It was just so funny because they're like old ladies.
Yeah.
With a shotgun.
All right, Rachel, G's trying to talk.
I was just going to say maybe that's why people from out of state, the snowbirds are polite. Yeah, they keep to themselves.
You know, I never even thought about that, but that's probably true. Because I mean, you know, a road rage incident can turn violent very quickly because, you know, it's just like, and then look, if somebody's aggressively cutting you off like that, you know, who knows how reckless they are when they get out the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's the end of the weather report. Oh my goodness! I you know what? I thought we were going to talk about. Didn't we have a topic ready that we wanted to talk about? And
how young people are assholes these days.
All right, yeah. Hold on. Let me. I don't have any. So we'll go to Daily Rant. Rachel, please tell us your thoughts and feelings on quote unquote young people. You know what I'm saying? And what's your beef with them? I think you got a beef with them, right?
I don't even know if I got a beef with them. They got a beef with me. I don't give a fuck.
All right. Give us your thoughts.
Even fucking toddlers are assholes these days. All the way from like 2 to like, I don't know, maybe 25. They're just dicks these days. They'll be like just straight up fucking like assholes, disrespectful, like you're fucking 18, so now all of a sudden you're an adult, so you just like think you can talk to other people that are adults in your life however you feel. Like, it's so fucking wild to me. It's so wild to me.
Right. You know, go ahead.
Even as an adult today, I would never like talk to any of my aunts, my parents, anything the way that the teenagers have spoken to me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right. Okay, so Gene, give us your thoughts about that, you know, and what kind of what are teenagers like in Australia in the public?
Oh yeah, you know, I mean, not everyone's the same as everyone else. I do get what you're saying there, Rachel. I'm just trying to figure out if I was like that when I was younger, or this is a generation raised by the internet, that sort of thing. And they see a lot more wild shit than we ever did growing up. And because they've seen a lot more... Sorry, after you.
They have more access to it. So, like, they see one kid being a dick and then they think it's funny, and then all of a sudden they feel a little more inclined to be able to be that way.
Yeah, and you can be however you are on the internet because of, you know, being anonymous, but that seems to be this is a maybe slowly seeping out into real life. They think that the way that you connect on the internet is how you connect in real life, and there's still real world consequences. You know, there's freedom of speech over there, but there's still consequences for what you say. Say what you're going to say, but you may get, you know, a smack for it. You're not saying anyone's beating children. I'm just saying these are real world consequences. And maybe we had more of an idea of real world consequences because we were in the real world more growing up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but we also, I think, child abuse was legal or more legal.
Legal.
So, like,
sure.
Like, I would never literally slap the shit out of my kid. I would say to them that I'm going to, but I wouldn't.
Yeah,
and I think that that's the difference.
Yeah, I think it comes down to respect. Just a lot of, and then also I see it two ways. Either they're very rude or else they're like antisocial and scared to death to even make eye contact with anybody.
Yeah, there's that as well. There's the flip side, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the internet really retarded the growth of the social aspect of a lot of people's character.
Social media in particular.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly,
sorry, after
themselves with mental illness. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I have anxiety," or "Oh, I have bipolar," or whatever. Like, you just keep saying that shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you even saying?
Anxiety? You mean responsibility? It's to see how
well put, yeah.
Because back in the day, for me, I learned respect at a young age, and not to speak to others like that. And even when I was older, like in my 20s, working with older men, they get real bitchy. Like they can clown on you, joke on you, everything. But the second you say anything back, they get real butthurt. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, you got to show me respect. It's like, okay, well, I thought we were joking. I thought we were fucking around. But no, they want respect. It's strange. But it was different for us, I think, because we were taught real world lessons.
Yeah. I think for the internet thing, but also, there's less shame or less embarrassment. Think about how their life, everything is on the internet. Like they could fart in class, somebody recorded it. Anything, like anything embarrassing, anything, somebody recorded.
Yeah.
So it's just maybe it's not even that.
Yeah.
Do you like if you want to be an asshole? What they think is acceptable.
Yeah. I think the standard has also changed a little bit because nowadays you see these videos of like people like trying to set these kids straight, trying to tell them, like talk to them about respect, but then they get disrespected, so they get mad, and then it's like if you try to tell these kids, they just be like, oh, look it, they pull out their phone and start to record it. Look at this guy, he's like crazy, harassing us, trying to be mean and stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy now. The access to the internet is a definite factor in this.
It is. It is.
Your thoughts about the internet and how much you love it?
Yeah. Well, I do. Yeah, no, I do. I've been on it since 1996. Absolutely. I think it's social media, though. I didn't grow up with social media. That's a different thing entirely. And I think it puts the just to see it from their side for a minute. Perhaps it puts them on edge, you know what I mean? Because they can be recorded for absolutely whatever, and they always got to be on guard and get the one over on someone, you know what I mean? And that shit spreads to not just friends at school, that can be taken home as well because it becomes a learned behavior. So you want to always get over someone, get someone before they get you, yeah? I think that's a part of it. Or, as you said, Paco, completely withdraw socially as well. Yeah, because the whole thing's just too much, which is a lot to deal with. But there are still universals, I think, and in respect, being polite, manners, all that sort of thing are still universals, and it makes a better society. At the end of the day, it just makes a better society. Yeah, and this is what I've learned through real world. I've learned this through real world consequences of fucking up. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because they weren't afraid to set somebody straight. Even if it was a stranger, an adult in the grocery store, and you're acting up, they would probably say something, but also, when they're antisocial and then they're like scared to death to even have any kind of contact with any human, I find that disrespectful. Like because I'll go into a Walmart, like I deliver for something, and I, be like, hey, how's it going? Who can help me, open the back door? And then they'll just like look at me, like ignore me and turn around, like kind of walk away. Like, all right, well now I feel mad disrespected, and that gets into my skin. And I go, oh my God, I say some stupid things, but I've learned to just kind of let it go now. But I used to be angry about it, but nowadays I'm like, oh, that's just
gotta let it go.
Bozo. So I don't even.
It's just a bozo. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Rachel, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Rachel.
Oh, go ahead.
There's like
Rachel.
difference between right and privilege. So when we were young, getting a cell phone was like so cool, and like, you know, nobody really had one. They had the game Snake on there, and you had to pay 1 minute per word or letter or whatever for your text. It was very much a privilege. For like now, kindergartners have phones, and it's a like right for them to have a phone. Like even getting I remember getting a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, and we were like, hell yeah, like we felt so like excited, whatever. But every teen has like an Xbox, a PlayStation, or a Switch, or whatever.
Yeah, because I remember getting a phone. I had to work for mine and pay for mine. You know what I'm saying? So I was like 16. But yeah, it's almost like a right as opposed to a privilege nowadays, and everybody's just getting used to the idea of everybody being connected and everybody posting whatever the fuck they want whenever they want. You know, that's another thing, right? You know, people get jealous, and then they perceive what they see as reality, but then they're only posting the good stuff. They're not really posting the the real life. So it just causes a lot of tension, even in real life.
Yeah. Like. My kid's birthday was the other day. She goes,
"Oh, congratulations, Jean." No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Rachel.
I expect to wake up some Starbucks and some balloons and some cupcakes and some like the naming all these requests. Like, bitch, this isn't a fucking Instagram. This is your real life.
Right. I think it's standard seeing all these elaborate birthday parties on the internet.
I've fully done the most for my children. When my daughter turned 18, I decorated her entire room. I did, what was it, like 200 balloons, and they all were like, then I had dangled 180 roses from her ceiling from fish wire, and I had put photos hanging from the ceiling up the stairs of the room, hanging from fish wire, all these lights. There was dollars attached to all the balloons, big old 1-8 balloons. Like, I've done the most for my kids.
Well, I mean, but
every
also,
time.
all right, but yeah, that's also like a milestone, right? So that's you don't turn 18 every year.
Yeah, that's why I did it, and I think that now it's like expected.
Right. Let's talk about how, because we all grew up loving music, right? So let's talk about some music, Gene. I know you've been dying to talk about music. What are your thoughts on how the internet has really progressed and also kind of declined music?
In the music section, please.
Yeah, Gene's going to speak on it. Go ahead.
Please.
Or do you want me to come back to you?
You come back to me because that's a big topic, please.
Rachel, what are your thoughts?
I have a lot of thoughts on it, but just the access to music, but also the way that people are becoming musically famous. Like, they could do a dumbass dance and then all of a sudden they're fucking rappers. They could fight with Dr. Phil and then they're rappers and they're millionaires. Like, if you even seen the photo of the haircut that my kid asked me for, and I was like, no, absolutely not. And they're like, what? This rapper has this? And I'm like, well, it's stupid and you're not fucking getting it. Like, just the access because of the internet. Like, Soulja Boy or whoever the fuck, he is super famous because of his dance, and he was on the internet, and like he's doing all this stuff virally, or like back when there wasn't.
Yeah, he's a true entrepreneur.
Right. Okay. He's the first at everything. But when there was no access to different artists and stuff like that, then we didn't see like the shenanigans and the bullshit that make artists popular today. So like, really
not
good
as much.
singers
Not as much. Yeah.
Aren't exactly like the best or the number one. Like, people don't like them the most. The ones that are doing like a great job or being the best singers, because maybe they're not up to antics and shenanigans and all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
But I think we've also had access to people that maybe never would have been famous without the internet. And some people deserve to be pushed out there so far and so like much that we like needed to see that. So there's like two different sides to that.
Yeah. And, I think the social media part of it comes into play when it's like, you know almost everything about this artist nowadays. But back in the day, when I, you know, in the 90s, when I would like, you know, listen to Ice Cube and Dre and all these guys, I knew next to nothing about them except for their music, you know, and then that kind of creates a mystery, you know, and it kind of, I don't know, it just, nowadays, you know everything, and then if they do one thing wrong, it's like, oh, I don't listen to them because, you know, they snitched or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, there was nothing like that back in the day. You just didn't really know the artists like that. There was kind of mysteries revolving around them.
Right. Exactly.
What do you think about that part, Gene?
Yeah, Rachel, well put. I definitely agree. There are two sides to it as well. Anybody can become famous. Maybe they don't deserve to be, but there's people out there who deserve to be and were able to do it through the internet rather than going to the record labels, which have ripped artists off from the beginning. But yeah, because of social media, the shenanigans are of high appeal and maybe more appeal, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing because it's not just Biggie versus Pac anymore. It's blah, blah, blah versus blah, 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 and then name another 100 beefs, that sort of thing. We saw Triple X, what was his name? Extension, whatever it is. That guy got shot at outside. He got shot outside a shopping mall because he posted on Instagram. That's where he was, and he was bawling and dissing people out. So someone just came along and shot him. You know what I mean?
Hold on, one second. Yeah. I'm gonna add Andrew. All right.
They posted the video of him being.
Hold on, Rachel.
Like,
Rachel.
Hey.
I'm gonna add Andrew. All right. He wants to join in.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry, you guys. This is good. You know, my brother Drew, he loves talking about music. So he's
okay. Cool. Good.
He's keen to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's up, Andrew? You're live on the show, Paco's Power. We're talking about, you know, social media, music, and things like that. Yeah. Yeah. I think you have some thoughts on this. So go ahead and tell us what you think about how the internet helped music, or, you know, maybe
sucks.
Okay. Well, you know, I told these people that you were going to give us some good insight. Anyways. Yeah. So, how do you think social media really affects the artist nowadays?
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go with in a positive way. Cut the record labels out.
Yes.
Right. It's more readily available to be independent nowadays, and just put your stuff out. You know, you can basically flood the market.
Yeah, and then also the video, like pretty much videos too. Like no more directors, no more large budgets, none of that.
Right, you just get a buzzer with a computer, and they can make a nice video for you nowadays, which is pretty good. I do like that because we used to make videos back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, look at what SoundCloud did.
Oh yeah. No, SoundCloud is it's one of the things that people use to independently put out things.
Yeah, more royalties, I think. I don't know. I think it just benefits the artist in general. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think it gives them more control.
But also, does it make that, so like if they're on social media, so let's say like that Blueface guy, like he's not popular because he makes the best fucking music. He's popular because he's posting on TikTok and Instagram and X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it every single day. Like, I don't know. I know like bits and pieces of his songs because I see them on Instagram or whatever. Like, he's popular and very rich because of social media, not because he's a good artist.
Right. Gene, you had something?
Yeah, just throwing it out there. We all, okay, to whatever extent, whatever place, East Coast, West Coast, blah, 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 we all enjoyed 90s hip-hop, yeah?
Yeah.
Whoever you were looking at, yeah? But the people, like the generation before the 90s, like let's keep it hip-hop, jazz, funk, soul, all that sort of thing. When rap came along, they were going, what the fuck is this? If you can take that back to the 80s, the golden age, Big Daddy Kane, all that lot, they were still saying, what the fuck is this? This is not music. Are we doing the same thing to the new generation?
Absolutely. It's always generational. You know what I'm saying? I think at a certain point, when you get to a certain age, you're like, oh my God, this is garbage. you know. But the kids love it. They're like, oh my God, this guy, he's, you know, he went on Instagram Live and murdered his enemy, and now he's in jail, and he made like 5 good songs. You know, his career only lasted like a year.
But he's super rich. We're like that Takashi guy. I've never even heard one song that fool ever made that I know who the fuck he is. I know what he looks like, and I see him on the internet all the time.
You know, I heard a kid, like a teenage guy. He's related to me. I don't want to mention Lil Lex because he might get mad. But one day, him and his friend, I call his friend Chris Farley because he looks kind of like him. But anyways, him and his friend were talking. Oh, we got to go visit this bus stop in Chicago. And I'm like, what? Why? Most people say, oh, I want to visit Paris or, you know, Rome or something. But these fools are like, oh, we need to go visit a bus stop in Chicago because that's where this one rapper who I've never heard of was murdered. I'm like, that's retarded. Seriously? I mean, if that guy was murdered there, it's not a place I want to be.
What?
Hold on, Rachel.
It just depends. Well, what are you guys referring to as far as like what the internet does for like the artist itself, or are you referring to more of the kids? Because that's all the kids stuff. That's all the kids shit. You know what I mean? Like, I pay no attention to what the kids are doing. They're in their own little internet world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but hip hop's still a young person's game.
Now it's. I mean, now the kids are listening to kids. When we were younger, growing up, we were listening to fucking grown ass men talking about doing drive-bys.
Yes and no. Tupac and Biggie were still 20, 25. They were 20 to 25 when they were blowing up. Yeah, they were still young.
Yeah, and we were like 13, 12. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. These kids are listening to kids rap, basically. You know, it's just the dumbest shit ever. So there's no. I mean, not. There's really no message in their music at all. I mean, I think like with Tupac, he had a balance. You know what I mean? Like he had that. I do. Fuck your bitch, kill a bitch, and then he had that like trying to put you on game type of rap, like Brenda's Got a Baby type shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
but
I do.
These kids now they don't even have that. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead, Rachel. Rachel's been dying to speak.
You know what I think of? Well, first off, I just wanted to say the music that I listened to when I was a kid, I was the same age. Like Justin Timberlake and myself are the same age now. But anyways, that has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Oh no, this is what I was going to say. You know, the kids
shout out to Timberlake.
Do not like. He's coming to Arizona. He'll be here on my brother's birthday. Anyways, they now I forgot again.
Thanks.
Oh, they hate our music. So it's like, oh, listen to this. We did a podcast with Little Tiny Alex, and they were like, Rachel, it's your turn to pick an album. And I said Chronic 2001. Mm. My son's like, that's trash. Just being a fucking hater because that's what kids do. And then I
fuck the kids
on the album. That's what these kids are doing to us, and we're doing that shit right back to them. When they're like, my son wants to listen to this guy named J-Bo in my car on the way to school. He's like, oh, let me put on some J-Bo. I'm like, fuck no. No. So, put on J-Bo. I'm like, oh no, that's trash.
Well, they don't even rap though. These kids don't even rap. They're just talking. No. I just got out the car with my son, my 18-year-old son right now, and he played some dumbass shit, and it was just. I was like, they're not even rapping. They're just talking. He's like, yeah, I know. But the beat's tight.
And the beats really aren't that tight. I mean, compared to what we're used to, you know what I'm saying? They're very simple. And, you know, like a lot of, because I had, you know, Rachel's son, Lil Lex, in my car. And we were driving to Tucson. And I was like, go ahead, man. I'll play a song. And I'll give you the phone. You put on whatever you want, you know? And then he puts on some garbage. And it's the same stuff, too. It's like the same rhymes, but put in a different line. It's crazy how he's like, oh, this guy's lyrical. I was like, no, that's not lyrics. Let me show you some lyrics. I put on Nas. He's like, oh, that's garbage. Like, come on, what are you talking about? You don't know.
That is just bad. That. When I'm playing music, or I'll be like, oh, you know what? Like, even if it's just like random, and I'm like, not Ludacris, and then my son's like, Ludacris trash. I'm like, I wasn't even playing his music. Wow. You're just saying that.
Yeah, Ludacris
that's why that's why I kicked my kids out.
No, I was gonna say, man, Ludacris, 1,000 times more lyrical than all these artists that are coming out nowadays. You know what I'm saying? He was pretty clever, man. When he came out, he blew up because it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ludacris was like some, and that was the South right there. That's what you called the South.
Yeah, that was like innovative when he came out because we didn't.
Yeah. Outkast was the South too. ATL.
Also very lyrical
and very innovative. Yeah, one of the most innovative groups.
Now the face of ATL is Young Thug.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's the face of ATL.
Right.
I'm just saying it is.
Yeah.
This is
behave.
It's also a definition between commercial and underground, if you will, music as well. Yeah, because commercial music has always been kind of crap as well. And the people that we are mentioning, a lot of them are commercial artists. They're still really good underground artists. There's the underground people who have been going since the 80s and the 90s who are still doing stuff now and have just said fuck you to the commercial, to the charts whatsoever.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the new kids who are coming up who are good, basically it's history. They know their history. They actually look back. If you start with NBA Youngboy, cool. Go back and discover who Nas is as well, and you can like both. You know what I mean? I think the problem with the internet, I like the fact that the kids are saying fuck you to the past generation. We're going to do our own thing. That's what generations should do. But even the punks back in the 70s, they knew the older stuff when they came in. They couldn't play the music, sure, but they still knew the stuff and they respected the culture. The internet somehow has said fuck you to the culture. We're going to basically redefine it with no history to it. And hip hop and culture are very interlinked. I mean, I'm a white dude saying this, but yeah, they are very interlinked.
But let me tell you, man, that goes hand in hand with social engineering. I don't think, like, all the garbage, the degrading and all that, I think that's being pushed as opposed to, there's probably young kids out there being lyrical and who are, really hip hop minded, but they're not getting the exposure the same way that these other artists who are talking about murdering and doing drugs. I think that has to do with the social engineering at play nowadays. I always
and you can,
these things are being pushed
take that back.
Right,
yeah, absolutely. And you can take that back to Biggie and Tupac because the media manipulated the shit out of that situation. Yeah.
Right.
Also, you have to think about, like, yes, social engineering, but also think about, like, what's popular in like, rap and all of that right now. It is, like, killing gang stuff, selling drugs. Yeah. We're, like, when I would say that there's still that, but it was, like given to you gently. Like, it was more about, like, smoking weed and, like, chilling and, partying and things like
Cypress Hill.
Yeah, Cypress Hill.
And now it's, like, killing, fuck them hoes.
Yeah, that's the engineering. They're pushing that.
I'm too old or whatever it is. I don't hear any current rap that I even give a fuck to take my time to listen to.
Right.
Like, I don't have, it might be because I'm getting old, it might be that I don't have enough time, but I just, like, when I hear a song, I'm not like, oh, hell yeah, let me just listen to this whole fucking album. No, I don't. I haven't listened to anybody's whole album in a long time.
Right. What are your thoughts about, the older artists, stuff that we like that is like real hip hop, like, Benny Paz and Neil Bill and guys like that who are still, pretty much rapping, like staying true to hip hop and still paying homage, putting out music nowadays.
MC8.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? I know it's more available and then, we can always check it out, but I think to me, they might be doing a little too much sometimes. Like they put out too much music. What are your thoughts?
That's yeah. Can I speak on that for a sec? Yeah. I felt that over the past few years. I still like I like a bunch of the new hip hop, but again, these are dudes who are going back to the old hip hop, and basically bringing it up to date, but still keeping the essence of the core. That's pretty much my taste. But these dudes will put out 5,000 singles a year and maybe 2 albums. I go to my Spotify. Crime Apple, I love Crime Apple, but I mean, he's already had 5 releases this year. Yeah, it's not even February.
And I'll go ahead. Yeah,
and it takes away any value. It takes away the value, the surprise of it. Like Vinny Paz puts out 1 album a year. in November. You know it's going to drop. It's a whole album. It's been worked on, features galore. You know what I mean? It's that old school model. And he's bringing on new cats as well. He's just curating everything. I prefer that than having 5,000 releases a year because I might listen to 5 of them, if that makes sense.
Right. You know, and me and Drew were talking about this. It's like, it's hard to keep up because, you know what I'm saying, every time I see him, it's like, oh, yeah, you know, AZ just dropped something. It's like, well, I didn't even hear about that. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much. It's like the market's getting flooded. You know what I'm saying? With the old stuff.
And there's also a difference between studio and bedroom. There's a difference of sound, of tone, of feel, of a bunch of cats in a studio doing it together than someone in their bedroom. Whenever I see something that's no features, it's 20 minutes long, it's called an album. You did that in your bedroom yesterday. I'm not interested. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does get overwhelming. And I think it does devalue the music to a certain degree because after you're like, oh, yeah, he just dropped another album. It's like, I used to like this guy, but it's like too much. Man, give me some space.
But is it like a money grab? Like, you know what? Let me just drop this. Like, it's not dropped with intention. The songs are made with like a vibe. It's like, let me make this song so I can make this album.
Well,
I can make money.
That's the thing about music, man. You can feel the authenticity when the artist, is being real, or if it's just for money. You know, it really turns you off. You know, it's just a money thing. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know who's doing it right? I'm gonna tell you right now who I think is doing it right.
Rachel,
you know, but I think Snoop Dogg is doing it right because he's not dropping new albums. He stopped being weird. He's not a reggae thing. You know what he did? He said, "I'm old, Grandpa. I'm gonna drop a kids album." He's going with his time now. That's what I think. Like, he's into everything, but he's still relevant, but he's not out here trying to drop tracks every week.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Snoop Dogg, Drew?
Yeah, I mean, Snoop's cool. I mean, I think one person that's doing it right would probably be Nas. And you know, he's working with new producers, you know. Still got the same flow, just a newer sound, you know. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I think somehow Eminem seems to time it right as well.
I think Ice Cube. He
Ice Cube too. Yeah.
He knows what he needs to do.
He's gonna drop a new album too. I heard.
Oh wow. Yeah, because these are all older, established artists in the '90s. You know, they know how to play the game, and I think they know exactly when to show up and when not to. You know, so they know it more. I think. That's
just too much music, man. You just can't keep up with it, and then I think it always just kind of like they just keep recycling themselves. You know what I mean? So it's just like you drop 3 albums in a year. I don't really see them coming out with anything that sounds new. You know?
Yeah, like King Crook and Joel Ortiz. You know, those are some of my favorite artists. But then it's like after they drop an album, it's like I'm trying to listen to it and digest it. It takes a while, but you know, next thing you know, they're dropping another one. I'm like, geez, I can't keep up, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't care anymore. So I just go back to my old shit.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what's a classic album in 10 years, 20 years time from this era.
Yeah, man. You know,
I will. One thing I will say is I will give it. I mean, if you're a fan of him or not, but Tyler, the Creator, he started up in like 2010 with Odd Future Wolfgang, and now he has his own music festival. You know what I mean? And he is creative and he is innovative. He's one person I will shout out who is doing it right in the new age.
Yeah, he is. You know, I remember when he first came out, it was pretty dope. You know, and the music was good too. Odd Future, those fools. Really,
I liked it. Yeah,
they were also trying to be lyrical. You know, that's some West Coast shit too.
Yeah, and they were young kids who didn't give a fuck and were saying "fuck you" to everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the punk version of like that, like hip hop rap game.
Yeah,
they don't give like Paco and what the fuck their names are, but they are like they have intention behind their songs. Like even if it's just dumbass intention, it's still intention.
Yeah, exactly.
But they also have,
even if it's dumbass,
they also have, you know, like a genuine love for the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I think you can't mention Odd Future Wolfgang and all them without me thinking of ASAP also from the East Coast, because that to me it's very similar. You know, and the way that they approach the music, there's a lot of passion to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's address the chat. Andrew says, shout out to Mr. Popcorn. You know?
Okay. Shout out, Andrew. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew and
Always
Vegas.
good to meet another hip hop head.
Right. Well, I wouldn't say. You know what? It's all good. Yeah. Okay, so you know what? Let's keep the show pushing. We're going to go ahead and get it to Paco's Power Hour. You know it's whack. It's been a minute, but we'll go ahead and Rachel, please give us a it's whack. I know you got one because you've been flared up.
I have a lot of them.
Just give us one.
Let me think of a good one.
Oh, okay. Popcorn, you got one?
Yeah, why not? And I'll make it food since I'm on Paco's Power Hour. I work late at night. Yeah, I'll finish at 1 or 2 in the morning, like yourself, Paco. I like to get something after work. Absolutely. And this is Australia. Yeah, we don't have 5,000 fast food franchises open all night. The only thing that's goddamn open, I catch a train, it's McDonald's. Okay. Oh. Now, what's whack? Sometimes McDonald's hits the spot perfectly. The chips are hot. You know what I mean? The meat feels fresh-ish, and it goes down a treat. A lot of the time, though, as soon as I get home, I'm straight to the toilet, straight to the bathroom. Won't go into details, but we all know why. Yeah. But it's whack. Yeah, when like you get that idea in your head that any fast food's going to be great, but then you suffer for it, and when you get home, you really suffer for it. That's whack, especially when you just finish work.
Yeah. Is that relatable to you, Andrew?
No, not at all.
No, you.
The shit That's what Gene's saying, that fast food gives him the shits, especially when he gets off of work.
But you're really looking forward to it. You're really looking forward to it before you eat it. Yeah.
Isn't that like, I think that's just more In-N-Out burger. Like it goes in and then it comes right back out.
They need it appropriately. Yeah. This is relatable to me. You know what I'm saying? When I eat fast food, I just feel like I don't want to do anything. I lost everything. It just drains your energy, and it gives you no nutrients.
Social engineering.
Right. Of course, we've been engineered to love this food. Rachel, is this relevant to you?
Yeah and no, because I haven't been having fast food for a while. But yes, because I literally, if I'm at work and it's my lunchtime and I didn't bring my lunch, I'm not about El Pollo Locos across from my job. I'm not about to have no El Pollo Loco and be shit the shift.
Yeah, exactly. You got to eat.
And then I'm not either because I want to go to bed when I get home.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to cook a whole fucking meal. No.
Yeah.
The only thing I literally will get fast food when I am at work, or just if I don't want to shit my pants, is Panera.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I gotta what's whack, and I don't remember if I've done this on the show before, but it just pisses me off. You know what's whack? That saying when they say I was born at night, but not last night. I hate that saying so much. It just really I don't even know how much rage I get because I black out when people say that. But yeah, I hate that saying. You know what I'm saying? So Gene, what are your thoughts? Is that relevant to you?
Yeah, I haven't heard that one, but I don't like any meme-based sayings that become popular. They annoy me.
That's the worst part. This is an old person saying, like old people say this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that shit's corny. That shit's corny.
Yeah. Right. It pisses me off. Andrew, is this relatable to you?
Negative.
Oh, just me. I'm the only one. Rachel, is this relatable to you?
Yes, because one of my parents is an old white person.
The worst.
She's letting it all out today.
Yeah. It's full. I bet he's full of those sayings. I mean, there's other sayings that are in that same vein that I hate.
You need a saying? He's got a saying. I'm kidding. Yeah. Oh, shut. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's what's whack to me. I hate when people say that saying, and sayings that are in the same vein of that. like God, I'm drawing a blank, but you get the idea. Like stupid, real stupid sayings. Rachel, you got to what's whack for us now?
Yeah, I do. When you go to someone's house, they say, "Come over at 7:45." You show up at like 7:50, and they're all pissed off. They're mad. They showered for their friend.
Did this happen today?
And then they're getting even madder and madder and just being a dick. So you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna fucking go home then. And then all of a sudden, like, damn, this person's so mad they're starting to smell like armpit.
Okay.
Look,
all right. I was just waking up.
Is this relatable to you, Paco?
It's not relatable to me. But yeah, in my defense, I was just waking up and I was pissed off because Gooselini's like, yeah, I'm on my way. Literally. Oh yeah, I put Gooselini on blast. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you where is he at?
Yeah, so he said, yeah, I'm on my way, and then all of a sudden it's been like an hour, and then that's when Rachel and Lex pull up, and then I called him. I said, yeah, where you at? He's like, oh, I went to my homie's house. I'm like, dude, you literally told me you were on the way. I thought you were coming. Like, why are you gonna lie? Like, you could have told me any time in between that you weren't gonna be here. He's like, oh, I forgot. It's like, are you serious, dude? You could have told me you didn't.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be a liar? You know what I'm saying? I hate when people lie about that stuff. But yeah, I got beef with Gooselini now. You know what I'm saying? For not being
Was he lying, or was he just driving past his homie's house and go, hey, homie, and just drove in there because he had it?
He was lying, Gene, because you're not going to say, yeah, I'm on my way, and then like an hour
later.
I
know, I agree. I'm just trying to help him out. No,
don't help him. He's a piece of shit.
In the car.
I don't even know how true that is. He's a fucking liar. So, he's like, oh, yeah, I turned on my car to warm it up, and then I fell asleep in the car. I'm like, oh, I don't right? Are you coming or not? I don't care.
Okay, but this fool showered for him. That's why he's really mad.
Rachel, I swear to God, I took a shower at 6:00 in the morning before I went to bed. Not for Gooselini. I just Jesus Christ.
I've never seen you clean before.
Oh my God.
Not in 30 years.
Hey, Andrew, is this relatable to you? You know what I'm saying?
You're not being clean?
Yes, that would be relatable, Andrew.
Wow.
I don't need. I take care of myself.
Actually, okay. No, you know what? You did shower when we're in Vegas, so it doesn't. Nah, I don't see it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not there.
No, it's all good. I shower every day. It's not like I don't. It's weird how Rachel she just assumes that I don't. I don't know.
Oh my God! If audio was on here, he would even say like, "You wear your shirts till they get crispy."
Oh my God, no!
What the?
No, I don't. I don't though, because I mean, I wear a shirt like this like once or twice a week.
Hold on, let me see. Zoom in on that shirt real quick.
No, that was clean.
Zoom in on the shirt.
It's clean.
Let's do it. We're gonna do a shirt check instead of a sock check. Let's see what we got here.
This one's clean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I always put on clean shirts. I don't wear it twice. I wash it after I wear it. I'm just saying.
Don't fucking lie.
All right. Look, we're on. You know what's whack. We're not attacking Paco. Go ahead, Gene. Is this relatable to you? Where you go to somebody's house at 7:45 and then they're just pissed off and they just start being mean to you?
They were mean to me.
No.
All right. Well, I guess you're yeah.
I arrive and they've had a shower and just open the door and sit down. Yeah. How you doing?
Wow. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
But saying that, over here in Australia, I talked about the humidity. Everyone's stinking. Everyone's sweating. You know what I mean? Yeah. Showering's almost irrelevant. That we all have pools. We shower by pools during summer. We're disgusting.
That's
so
weird.
I'm with you, Paco. Fuck showers.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah. You gotta, it's whack, Andrew.
Might not relate to nobody, but you know what's really fucking whack?
What's that?
Booker putting up 70 points and they still lose the game.
Booker T. Washington.
Devin Booker.
Oh, yeah.
He dated Kardashians, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's the only reason I know his name.
So yeah, it's not gonna relate to nobody, but yeah, it's kind of whack.
Yeah, and this is the Suns, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, then yeah, it's relevant to me. I like to see Suns. I don't really care for sports, but I mean Arizona to death, so I want all my teams to win. But I don't follow it.
Yeah, but that's all I got. I'm good. Ain't nothing whack to me.
Yeah.
You could be somebody that's listening could be relating to your it's whack. It's okay that we don't.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna go into recommendations real quick, and after that, I think I'm done with podcasting because Rachel is mean to me on the show. I'm mean to her off the show. You know what I'm saying? Because she's my cousin. I love her. I'm mean to her off the show, but then she got to bring that shit to the show. Anyways, Gene, do you got a recommendation?
Off the show.
He gonna cry in the car.
I often bring you food. Don't even start with me.
Gene, do you have any recommendations for us?
Yeah, I do. It's a show, but some people in here might like it. Your listeners might be keen. It's called Griselda, and yes, it's about Griselda Blanco. Yeah. There's the quote from Pablo Escobar: "The only man I was ever afraid of was a woman named Griselda Blanco." Sofia Vignon, however you say her name, the Colombian, she's playing Griselda. She kills it. The show's great. If you like gritty crime shit, definitely check it out. I've watched 2 episodes. Took a minute to get going, but once it gets going, it's on. Check it out if you like crime stuff. Yeah. Griselda, and if you didn't know, that's where the rap group gets their name from.
Yeah, a bunch of bozos. Yeah, is this relevant to you, Andrew? Go ahead.
Yeah, my lady started watching that show. Looks pretty good, actually.
Yes.
Rachel, relevant?
Where are you watching it?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah. It's relatable to me because I will watch it because I've seen a lot of stuff about it, and I wanted to watch it. So yeah, I will watch it.
Yeah, you know what? This is relevant to me because I don't know. I usually just watch YouTube videos, but I've been like, dude, what am I doing? I should watch a show or something, and I just can't bring myself to. But I think this might be the one that pushed me to the edge. I'll check it out right after this. Matter of fact. All right,
cool.
Rachel, do you have a recommendation for us?
Yeah, actually, I love an energy drink, but I often find myself not drinking the whole thing. I'll be like, oh, damn, it's like 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I shouldn't drink this whole thing and be a spaz all day. So now the Alani brand, they came out with mini energy drinks. And I recommend them because they're just like the right amount.
Is that relevant to you, Gene?
No, I can't do energy drinks. They fuck me up. I can drink coffee all day, but energy drinks fuck me up.
Right.
The only one I really like, even though it's not really an energy drink, Gatorade, the blue Gatorade. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But Gene, I'm saying a mini energy drink, it won't fuck you up as bad because apple.
Yeah.
$5 drink, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, it's just relevant to you, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, I drink energy drinks, Celsius, Monster. So yeah, I might give it a try.
All right. This is not relevant to me because my energy drinks of choice nowadays is just, either NOS or Full Throttle. I love their energy formula. They don't really make me crash like Monsters or any other energy drinks. I find them just, to kind of be steady energy and like without the crash, but that's my go-to. And I refuse to try anything else because I don't like it.
Oh,
I don't like it. Yeah. You got a recommendation for us, Andrew? You want to recommend something or?
I don't, man. I don't. I really don't. Just live life how you want. Do whatever you want.
Right, but I mean, recommendations can really maybe open a better chapter for somebody's life. I don't know. You know what? I got a recommendation here.
Read a book.
All right, Andrew. Relax with that.
Read a book. Reading is good for you. Read a book. Any book.
Audible pictures. What are we talking?
Yeah. I got a recommendation. I recommend the next time you get in your car and you drive somewhere, just relax. Don't let things get to you. Road rage is bad.
Wait, is that you speaking? Like,
Yeah.
this is coming from you?
Yeah, I'm a good driver, dude. You know what I'm saying? I always let things roll off my back. I don't get upset. And I mean, sure, I might yell and cuss, but I don't chase people, you know, try to cut them off or something.
You try to run them over with a diesel?
No, you can't, because, you know, it's much slower when you're, you know, so I get cut off 1,000 times a day. That. Yeah. Is that relevant to Eugene? Or relatable?
Yeah, I mean, I don't drive, as you know, shock horror, America. But the same, I've talked about the same thing with catching public transport. Yeah, same rules apply. Yeah, there's a system in place for everyone to have a good time. Just follow it. Yeah.
Right. So if it's called road rage when you're in the car driving, what's it called in public transport? Pedestrian rage.
Walking wank off, pedestrian fucking. I don't know. I don't know. There isn't one.
Pissed off pedestrian?
Pissed off pedestrian.
Sorry? Yeah, pissed off pedestrian.
Yeah.
Is that that relatable to you, Andrew? Sorry.
Yeah.
You're the most.
Somebody's always doing some dumbass shit on the road, man.
Right. And
especially now, it's full of fucking traffic everywhere.
Oh God, yes, it is relatable to me. I had an Uber driver nearly kill me the other day.
Wow, what'd you do to him?
Yeah,
he almost killed me. First of all, I said take the tunnels, because basically you pay tolls in the tunnels, but it cuts off about 20 minutes driving time. He stopped the car, then started spazzing out in front of me, like his eyes were twitching, his head was shaking. And then I just said, and then he points at the GPS, and I said, okay, just follow that. I don't know what the fuck's happening here. The whole way there were people honking their horns. He swerved into traffic at one time to make me go, Jesus Christ! And I'm a calm passenger, you know what I mean? I'm a nice, respectful Uber person. But no, I yelled at this guy, and I never do this, but I said I reported him. He's intoxicated. He's fucking driving in traffic. Get him off the roads. So yeah, that is relatable to me. Sorry, I had to share that story.
No. And, you know, I got Rachel and Andrew on the show, and these are polar opposite drivers. You know, Andrew's really calm. He's a good driver. Rachel, you know what I'm saying, she'll go to McDonald's and get water cups with ice just to throw at people and chase people. And, you know, so I think, you know, I got a pretty good view on driving road rage. You know?
You're a fucking liar. I don't even do that anymore.
Right.
Anymore?
Yeah, she used to.
20 years ago. Literally like 20 years ago.
She would literally waste a half hour chasing somebody. Anyways.
Oh my God. No, remember? Oh, you weren't with us. Julie threw a fucking actual coffee mug at a bitch's head one time because after she was like, fuck that bitch, pull up. And she was reaching down on the ground in the passenger seat of my car, and all she could find was a fucking coffee mug, and she chucked it at a girl's head, clocked it right as a dome.
Now she's throwing Stanley cups at people. Not the Stanley, bitch. Not the Stanley.
Stanley.
Yeah. But road rage. Just relax with it, okay? It's not worth it. It's just just chill. You feel me? Just like I do. I'm pretty calm. I mean, I cuss and yell, but I don't go out of my way. Anyways, that's the show. Thank you guys for coming on, man. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Popcorn. Thank you,
peace,
Rachel. We'll see you guys later.
All right.
We got. Hold on. We've got 55 seconds to an hour.
Oh, okay. We'll just wait, I guess. You know what?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Ronnie.
No, Ronnie's not even on the show.
Where are you at? You say you're going to be at a podcast. Come to a podcast. I miss you. That's why I'm saying.
You know what? Cigarette smoking and being stinky.
Yeah, Rachel, take a shower.
I showered and I put on deodorant.
I don't know if I believe that.
You don't know about that. Yes,
no,
I know.
My smell was so strong. I don't know if you smelled or not.
No, you smelled because you were so fucking mad that you started being stinky.
Yeah, you know, I get that way.
I could not believe that. Yeah. I was like, let me get out of here.
Yeah, so don't piss me off. Anyways, that's the show. We'll see you guys next
6,
time. You know,
hold on. 3,
probably tomorrow.
2,
we'll come back.
1. Boom.
Yeah.
What?
I'm going. I'm getting in the pool.
All right. Well, oh wow, Gene, come on. Anyways, yeah, I'll probably do one tomorrow. So you know, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, hit me up. Cool.
Later, everybody.